Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining me now is Dale Versteegen. He's with Walking Mountains. It's a great science center for kids and the adults, and spring is really in bloom now. We can tell that by the return of the hummingbirds. And you said you saw some this weekend, Dale.
Yeah, this weekend I was actually walking out on the deck to sit down and have a cup of coffee, and I was wearing my red softshell jacket, which is a color that our broadtail hummingbirds really love. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden one of the males flew up and was thinking that I was something that he was interested in. So he moved on and found some actual natural food, but they're back, and I brought a small one in, and so they are quite tiny.
Oh, wow.
And so this is a female broadtail hummingbird, and at the moment it's the males that are really starting to come back in because they're setting up their territories so that they can have the prime location, the best pad for when the ladies come back.
You know what, this is so amazing to see it this close up, because when they're flying around, you can't tell their, the iridescent, the green, how long their beak is. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and so if you want to get a closer look, you can start putting out bird feeders now. One thing I really encourage, if you are going to feed hummingbirds, please make sure you keep changing the sugary liquid that you're putting out for them, because it can start fermenting and actually do damage to their liver if you don't change it. So it's important to rotate that through. It's like us. We don't like eating spoiled food. It can do us damage. Please remember it's the same for the animals as well. But I brought the hummingbird in because as our seasons are changing, it's time to start gearing up. And I thought this is a great signal of people starting to come back and visit our valley. And that's going to happen. We've had our ski season. Now we're starting to look towards summer. And there's a lot going on with Walking Mountain Science Center this year.
Yeah, we were talking about gear, but it's also the knowledge that goes with it. And I think you get so much more out of a hike or a bike ride or whatever if you understand your surroundings.
Yeah, knowing what's going on gives you a much greater appreciation for it. And you can actually start piecing together this amazing puzzle of the ecosystem in the area. And so our summer camp registrations are still open, but they are filling fast. We've had our really early push of the local residents getting in. Now we've got our visitors coming in and filling those final spots. So we encourage you to get online and find our registration forms, or you can actually pick up one of our registration forms from our office, and I'm going to leave some here at the studio today as well.
Okay, I love that picture of those kids. They just look like they've accomplished so much. They're in their shorts, but they're up where the snow is. They're really getting to explore their backyard.
Yeah, we were having a lot of fun with them last summer of taking them up into the Alpine area where there was still snow in July. So they were having a great time.
And then these are nice trail, little trail maps you can take with you, and they give you an idea of what to look for, the flora, fauna.
So we have some basic trail maps that will give you the distance of the hikes, give them a grading, and give you a brief description of what you might see on them. In addition to being able to pick these up from you here today or throughout the week, you can get them from our office area above Pazos in Avon, or you can go and see Corey at the US Forest Service in Minturn, and he has some great trails that will really help you out. Now,
we talk a lot about what's going on with the kids, but the adults, hey, you have some fantastic programs. I think one that might be really interesting is just the fire ecology. You're going to walk through some of the pine beetle infested areas and learn about some of the fire dangers.
Yeah. So each year I come up with a list of adult programs that are open enrollment, so you can actually call in and make a booking, and it's up to 12 people in a group. You can select a date. If I'm available, we will take you out to one of the trails we have permits to and teach many things. And obviously fire ecology is going to be one of the big ones. Another big one that's really popular is our musing over mushrooms, which happens later in August, where we actually go out and identify wild edibles. So there's information on those in. And then we obviously have our families. So starting at the start of June, middle of June, we'll open up the Nature Discovery Centre again on the 23rd. The Vail Nature Centre will actually open up as well with morning wildflower walks and birding walks. We'll have evening programs that include a beaver pond tour. We'll also have campground programs at Gore Creek out in East Vale, and then out in Eagle we'll actually visit Yeoman and Sylvan Lake State Parks as well. So we're going to be everywhere, and these are hour-long programs, and all of these are free. And in addition to that, you'll have our 11 a.m. and our 2 p.m. hikes up at the Discovery Centre. So there's plenty going on. We really encourage you, get onto our website, walkingmountains.org, and you can find all of this information under our program section. You can go to youth, adult, or community, and you'll find all the specific information on dates.
Yeah, and learn something this summer. Don't just go out for the bike ride or the hike. Learn something, and you can do that. We have walkingmountains.org, or give them a call, 827-9725. And remember that their Discovery Center will be opening up on June 23rd at the top of the gondola. We'll be right back.